Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Rock and Roll English, where we have a kind of special episode today where I want to talk to you about me and politics. Okay, my relationship with politics. Now, as you know, I'm not such a cultured person. So my relationship with politics is like my relationship with art. Not good, let's say. And that's why I usually stay away from the serious political stuff. Of course, I make stupid jokes about Boris Johnson having a party and stuff like that. But from the serious stuff, the stuff that you don't make jokes about, I usually stay away. For example, the Black Lives Matter thing. That was a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? Now, that was and is a serious thing, but at that point I chose not to get involved, not because I don't care. Obviously I totally agree with it. I'm totally against all forms of racism. The reason I decided to stay away from it, and I have decided to stay away from many other political things, is because often I don't really understand them. I'm not so well informed. As I said, I'm not so well cultured. So more often than not, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to get involved, say something which is the wrong thing and look like an idiot. So I kind of think I will let other people deal with that. You know, the people that understand it and can do something. So when this stuff with Ukraine started happening, I thought, now I probably shouldn't get involved with this for exactly the same reasons that I just mentioned. Then I read an email from someone I respect a lot, and it said, I don't understand people that say politics is not my thing, because every single person can do something to help. And then I started thinking to myself, maybe I can actually do something to help. You know, I have a podcast, thousands of people listen. Maybe I can actually do something, because before I was thinking, you know, who the hell am I? I can't do anything. And then I also thought, shit, I actually know people in Ukraine, people in the R&R English family. So I got in contact with them, and one in particular told me how he had had to send his wife and daughter to another country to stay safe. So they are now refugees, and he was and is not allowed to leave the country because he is a man. So now he is without his family, and I thought about how I would feel if I was in that situation. So Mrs. R&R and baby R&R had to go to another country. I was alone without them. And then I thought, I fucking definitely 100% need to do something to try and help. I'm not going to change the world, but I can do something to help. So that's why I have made this ebook with the R&R English family. Now, in truth, the ebook was already being made, but we then thought this is the perfect opportunity to do our bit to help. As I said, we are not going to change the world, just me and the R&R family, but we are doing our bit. We are doing what we can. And now you can do your bit to help. If you are like me and think politics is not really my thing, let other people deal with it, just remember that you can help. And the way you can help is very, 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 very simple. You can simply buy the ebook that I have made with the Rock and Roll English family. Then you can go to bed tonight happy that you have done a tiny, 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 tiny bit to help. Remember, the ebook costs €10, which isn't a lot of money to you and me. But if everyone who listens to this podcast that you are listening to right now gives €10, then we will have done a wonderful thing together to help a lot of families in situations like my friend I told you about, as all of the money collected is going to help Ukrainian refugees. And the best thing about this, in my opinion, is that it is not one of those please donate things. For example, usually you give money and that's it. You don't get anything in return. You just give your money and that's it. Whilst here, you also get a bloody brilliant ebook with 25 amazing stories, all of the vocabulary and grammar explained, and there is also a podcast version. When you buy the book, you will be given instructions about how to access a private podcast which has all of the stories. So do your bit to help today, right now. Pause the podcast, click the link and buy the ebook. You really have no reason to not do it, but you have so many reasons to actually do it, to take action. Pause the podcast and buy the ebook. So take action now. Stand together with me, the R&R English family, and all of the rock and rollers to help people. I recently saw that the root of the word together is from German and apparently means one. So let's be one. Let's stand together and let's show the world we are all the same, which is perfectly demonstrated by stories. Because remember, real life stories create togetherness as they show we are more similar than we are different. We are one. Now go and buy that bloody ebook. Press pause, click the link, buy the ebook, and you have done your bit to help. Okay? Thanks a lot for listening. I will talk to you soon, but in the meantime, just keep on rocking, baby.